dead in seconds. Bygone, zero tolerance against insects.
Bygone multi-insect spray. Shut bugs up fast.
This koolNews edition was brought to you by TVH Drugs, Serbisyong Tapat, Alagang Sapat. Jor A Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. People's Bank, equal banking for the Filipino people. People's Bank of the Philippines is a member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Asfier's Aircon, tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. And Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Broadcasting live from Kool FM, this is koolNews Today. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stephen Iwanagdilso for koolNews Today. Breaking news as several people were killed after a driver plowed into a crowd at a street festival on Saturday in the Canadian city of Vancouver, local police said. Vancouver police posted on X, a number of people have been killed and multiple others are injured. The driver is in custody. The incident happened as members of the Filipino community gathered to celebrate Lapu-Lapu Day, or the Lapu-Lapu Festival. Vancouver Mayor Ken Sim posted on X. The festival, which commemorates a Filipino anti-colonial leader from the 16th century, falls this year on a weekend before Canada's election. Sim wrote, "Our thoughts are with all those affected and with Vancouver's Filipino community during this incredibly difficult time." Police said the incident happened shortly after 8 p.m. Saturday in the city's Sunset on Fraser neighborhood. Photos published by the Canadian broadcaster CBC showed emergency. Festival security guard Jen Idaba Castaneto told local news site Vancouver is awesome that she saw bodies everywhere. She said you don't know who to help here or there. It's so shocking. British Columbia Premier David Eby said he was shocked and heartbroken by the news in a post on X. Saturday's events featured a parade, a film screening, dancing, and a concert with two members of the Black Eyed Peas featured on the lineup published by the organizers. Our thoughts are with the victims and their families in Vancouver's Filipino community. Jagmeet Singh, leader of the left-wing New Democratic Party, said on X. Lapu-Lapu Day is celebrated in the Philippines in remembrance of the indigenous chief Lapu-Lapu who led his men to defeat Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan in battle in 1521. The deadly incident comes a year after Canadian Nathaniel Veltman was sentenced to life in prison for running down a Muslim family with a truck on the street in London, Ontario in 2021. The ruling in Veltman's case was the first in Canada to make a link between white supremacy and terrorism in a murder case. Canadians go to the polls Monday after a frenetic election race where candidates have wooed voters on issues including U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs and rising living costs. Prime Minister Mark Carney is favored to win after assuring voters he can stand up to Washington's barrage of sweeping tariffs. In the other news, Canadia's Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre said he is shocked by the horrific news of the incident in Vancouver. He says, "My thoughts are with the Filipino community and all the victims targeted by this senseless attack." The Lapu-Lapu Day Block Party, which is where people were gathered in Vancouver, once again, drove into the car into the crowd. It is a festival put on by the British Columbia's Filipino community. That is all for this edition of koolNews Today. For more news and headlines, keep it tuned on Kool FM. This is your station. This is home. I'm Stephen Iwanagdilso. Good day and stay safe. Serving the stories that care for you. This is your station. This is home. This is Kool FM. This koolNews edition was brought to you by TVC Drugs, serbisyong tapat, alagang sapat. Your A Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia. People's Bank, equal banking for the Filipino people. People's Bank of the Philippines is a member of Crosslink and supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. And Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.